What is up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. What is going on with the market? Are we going to see an aggressive pump? We're going to talk about the scenario from the video today, okay? I usually get really bad comments with these diamond tops or diamond bottom patterns because, anyway, we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a look here at the daily, okay? Some potential scenarios. I also want to take a look here at this scenario that I was talking about today. All right, we can zoom in and we can zoom in here. Basically, it looks like that we are potentially going to try and attempt to break here the resistance here. Let's go to the 30-minute chart, and this is very much a valid diamond pattern. And one of the reasons why is because if I zoom in here, you know, it is pretty clear that, you know, not counting all of this, but counting, you know, this kind of price action that we've had here, that you are creating lower lows here, higher highs here, you're creating lower highs right there, higher lows over here. Is very, very likely to potentially play out, and we are just about to potentially have that move to the upside. One of the most important things on a diamond reversal pattern is having big volume at the very middle of the pattern. Now, of course, we need to be super cautious. We could have a big fake out and roll back down. This doesn't mean that we are going to, you know, reverse and have a big massive pump. This could also break down, okay? Now, there is a slightly higher probability on this actually breaking up. So we need to be super cautious to see what happens. We do have a major resistance level. I want to pay close attention here because we might be breaking this major resistance. It might be looking very bullish. Let's see how we react, okay? Because I got this green horizontal line. I want to see if we do manage to go all the way up here. And I'll go through the comment section now. I hope sound is okay. I hope you guys can see me. If we do come up all the way up here, depending on what kind of price action we create there, this might be a big massive fake out, okay? Something to analyze. If we do manage to come all the way up here, it will be very interesting for a potential short opportunity. We got insane amount of resistance at the 39.9, okay? So let's see how we react to those levels. If we do pump there, of course, we can take a look at the S&P 500. I've got some potential trading setups here that I do want to show you, okay? On the S&P 500, it's a bullish shark pattern followed with a 5-0 harmonic pattern. I will explain both of them right away, okay? You can either come slightly lower here on the S&P 500. This is the moment where I would potentially long, and I'm going to explain why. And you might either reverse from here to these levels, or reverse right now from these levels that we are right now to this range. And I'm going to explain why this is potentially an insane shorting opportunity despite it being massive resistance, okay, as you can see on the chart. Now, let's dive in here through the comment section. What is going on? S&P 500 is looking pretty bearish, I think. So yeah, we analyze the situation here right away. We can take a look at some altcoins. Waves. I am in a short position personally on waves, and I'm going to explain also why if I do have a chance before taking a look at a lot of the altcoins. Waves has been absolutely crazy. I did short here at this range. Luckily, I did take profits at just below $17 right over here, just to the exact bottom. I was thinking that we were going to go lower. I took most of my profits down here, and I will explain why Waves has a potential great shorting opportunity right now if I do get a moment. All right, and yeah, basically that is gonna be it for today's video. After I say hello, take a look at some altcoins and let's dive in, guys. Let's dive in straight away. We're getting a little bit of a rejection here right over here from this consolidation that we're having at this area. So S&P looks bearish. This could potentially break down. I've also been seeing this as a potential descending brawling wedge, descending megaphone pattern, right? Let me just change this color so you guys can see. We can turn this purple. It also can be a descending megaphone pattern. This is usually slightly bullish also. This usually can break to the upside, but of course we've got all this run here to the downside here that we could still do. So let me just zoom in here on, let's take a look at the comment section here right away. Guys, I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. 200 watching right now. Make sure to smash up the like button. I hope that we can find a nice trade setup that we can do on Prime XBT. I like to use Prime XBT for my day trading. We got S&P 500, you got gold here, you got all sorts using Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT or USDC as collateral, and you got an insane bonus down below, guys. Let's see if we can find a potential good scalp here on or a day trade on Bitcoin mainly. Right, I typed 10 good reasons to buy Digibyte, says Seb, Mark Dutch. How are you doing? Thank you guys for joining. My strongest moderators in the comment section. Jack, hello. How are you doing? Aaron, hello, Andy. We are ready for the pumpy action. Yeah, this is not guaranteed. Remember, we're just looking at probabilities on my videos. It does look like I do have a strong feeling that we are maybe going to see some pumpy action, but I might be extremely bearish depending on how we pump here, how we break out, and how we continue to the upside. I know 41, 42K area. Oh, wow. This area might be a great shorting opportunity. Okay. We have lost a lot of momentum from the bullish scenarios that we have been talking the last few days. It doesn't matter, guys. If we start losing momentum, we need to just change and find something else. What does the chart give us? We need to go with the price action. So we can see very strong momentum here to the downside. And yeah, my immediate short-term potential target. All right, I am in no trade right now. The only trade I'm in is on waves. Okay, I've shorted here on waves around about that $23.5, $23.4. And I'm going to explain right away if I do get a minute, guys. This is super, super powerful here. Potential harmonic, okay, and hitting a major level. I'll tell you what, I'll go through why I'm shorting waves right now, because it's a great, you know, risk to reward pattern that is happening right now. Let me just zoom out on the daily on waves, okay, because I want to show you something really, really powerful. This is the daily chart on waves. We had waves in November, okay? No, this was actually October, sorry. We had the all-time high that was created in May of 2021. We didn't manage to reach the all-time high here back in October. Bitcoin did in November. So, you know, this has been a massive big pump here that we've had, you know, July, August, and we created this top over here. From this top to the low, we know we like fib levels. We like the 618. It is the most powerful retracement where you could potentially get rejected. So we just hit the 618 to the exact dollar here on waves from the pump, okay, from the dump, sorry, from the all-time, not all-time high, from this high created in October all the way down to around about $8 here. It just in February, just a couple of weeks ago, where and this one just went crazy. This is pumped like crazy. Now these pumps are not sustainable. Of course, if you try and catch, I was pretty lucky catching that divergence and getting into short and taking profits. But if you are looking to kind of short the top here, it's absolutely crazy because you're basically fighting a major trend, right? You want to short and you know, you don't know where. Well, you need to find, you know, confluence. You need to find major resistance levels. What resistance do we have now is, you know, a Fibonacci level 618 here, which is at the round about the $24.5. So it's that super strong resistance. And yeah, I found this crab harmonic. I mean, this is very, very likely to correct from here, guys. Let me just show you this harmonic pattern right away, because this is a crab harmonic pattern. Let's see if I can find it, just so I can show you right over here what I am talking about. This is the 4 hourly on waves, okay, right over here. And I'm just gonna point out the harmonic pattern. I know, but I'm maybe going to talk a little bit too fast, but I just want to show you, and just so you can see the deal, see why I am potentially shorting this with a tight stop loss at over $25. And yeah, basically on this crab pattern, let me just get one. Oh, hold on a second. I mean, you're not going to be able to see it right here. Anyway, this crab pattern, I'm trying to get here a picture, a proper one to to show you the pattern. But anyway, you can Google it right away and you will see how, you know, from these crab bearish pattern in this case, you know, from a major top to a low to the B point, from X to A to B, it is usually about 618. Okay, 618 is the most you know, the retracement, most common retracement. Then you do again the 618 down to the C, and then you have a very extended here to the 1.618. Okay, you see 62 here, but it's the 618. You can move it slightly a little bit around this range. And this potential pattern can, you know, and it's hitting a major resistance to the dollar. This blue line here is the 618 from the highs of October to the lows created in February. So we are hitting major resistance here on waves. I'm extremely short on waves at this moment. First target is getting from the C to the, I'm just going to show you what I am doing, guys. You do not need to do what I do, of course. This is not financial advice. This is, I'm just showing you what I am doing, what I am looking for with tight stop losses. First target from this harmonic crab pattern from the C to the D, we are potentially going to hit the 618, which is round about the $20. Okay, round about $20 here. And the second target will be coming all the way down from the start of the pattern, from the low of the pattern, which is A, okay, which would be round about that $17 range. That is the kind of correction that I am looking for. And if I add Elliott wave theory here also, from the local bottom, this is the bottom here created in January and part of February. Just a quick explanation here, guys, and I'll go through I just want to show you what I am doing, okay? Hang on a second. From the lows here on waves, look how waves has created waves here right now. Look how waves has created a bottom here in between January and February, okay? This local bottom at round about that $8.40. You know, and if I zoom in, just get this out of the way. If I zoom in from the start of the pump, because the pump doesn't start here, it starts all the way here. This big wave starts all the way down here. And what I want to show you here is that, you know, from the start of the wave, you create one wave, you have the corrective wave, you have the third wave, which is usually pretty aggressive, okay? And then you have the fourth consolidation retracement wave. We are inside of that fifth wave already. What does this mean? The fifth wave is the last wave, potentially before you find an ABC correction. ABC corrections, you know, the C correction can come in between the fourth and the first wave, okay? The peak of the first wave and the bottom bit of the fourth wave, right? Going an ABC correction, potentially something like that. So, you know, with the harmonic pattern, looking at Elliott wave theory, you know, there's so many things that align up together for a potential short, and I just want to show you why, guys. That's basically it. Now, of course, after saying this, after tomorrow, the price is going to do this. I'll get stopped out, and then, yeah, we'll be creating another video to see what other stuff we can see, right? This is only looking at probabilities, resistance, patterns together, and yeah. But what I want to show you also is, you know, if you are longing this major if you're shorting right here and your stop loss is just above it right there, you know, quite a few dollars, you know, the risk to reward on this potential correction, you know, you're risking this to potentially gain, you know, all of this. So you're risking one to potentially gain, you know, 4 or 5. And that is the key, okay? That is the key, the risk management. Anyway, let's take a look. I hope you enjoyed that little class there. Right. Yo, Tech JK, how are you doing? Wen Rari, Plansonic, much love from Boston. Maz, how are you doing? Solana, please, Andy. I've been looking at Solana today. And Solana is at a Mark. Solana is at a major support level. Let me take a look at Solana. Solana is at a major support range. Let me zoom out here on the daily, because I mean, this is screaming for a potential bounce here, you know. And if it doesn't, it's not going to be looking good for Solana. We have a major support here on Solana. Let me just show you 1 second. This is why it's taking quite some time, right? Solana can't break this major support. It is super strong. I'm talking about the $75-$80 range. We got this small reaccumulation event that was a few days, and this is where the price is reacting. Okay, you're getting that reaction at this support. You get a bounce. You get a bounce. It is true that you are aggressively still creating lower highs, but I do see a bounce here. We might be holding this range, and you know, the last couple of wicks to the downside might be the moment where you could potentially, you know, with tight stop losses, look for that potential bounce. It is true also that you are creating massive bullish divergence here on the daily bullish divergence. This is pretty strong, you know, where you are creating higher lows here on the RSI. You also you can see, you know, price action making lower lows, higher lows on the RSI. Yeah, I mean, this very much looks like that we could get a pretty strong bounce. Hold on a second. Goodness. Turn this white. So yeah, it kind of formed a descending wedge also, as you can see. It kind of broken out from these lower high resistance. We're kind of retesting it for the last time, and then we're potentially going to get a bounce. Of course, this is not guaranteed, but I think there is a high chance on Solana getting a bounce from these levels, at least all the way up here to the $100 area. And then, yeah, of course, if we do break $100 major resistance, you know, this could climb up to the next higher low over here to the 120 resistance. You know, there's a potential bounce here. Now, obviously we are bearish, okay? You are trying to fight the trend here, but this could be a potential local bottom. Of course, you can pump here and then, you know, crash back down because we are in a bear market, right? Nothing to argue about that. So that is what I got here quickly for Solana. It looks like the bears are getting exhausted. We could see a little bit of bullish momentum in the next coming days. Very possible. Took a sell trade on Luna. Please check a sell trade on Luna. Right. Let's take a look at Luna right away. This is the daily on Luna. I did short this. I was a little bit too fast. I got stopped out immediately because yeah, I didn't wait for this consolidation. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. We just got the highs from here, right? We got this last lower high, and yeah, this was pretty insane actually. You just get liquidity above this high over here and then correct massively. Right, it all depends on when you're shorting from, okay? Because if you're shorting from all the way up here, if you're starting to short here, you know, around this range, yeah, you need to be a little bit cautious. You need to be a little bit cautious with this. I'm just trying to look, but I think you are potentially safe. This might come. There is strong support beneath us. You might get a small bounce from this range, from this area. You could get that bounce. I'm talking about the $75. $75. We did get that bounce from this range. You can see it's been strong resistance and support right there. You got this major resistance touch that we did create on December of 2021. So you are getting that reaction here in the immediate short term. But I mean, this one's playing out beautifully right now. The Elliott wave count, I think this one will create, you might have another good shorting opportunity here. Now from this is like waves, right? Where you do waves US dollar, where you do have this local bottom right there. You have a local bottom right here, right? And where does the pump start? The pump starts from, you know, this area over here, the very last bit of this consolidation. When you start breaking the last lower high, you have this first pump, you have the second corrective wave, you have the third big corrective wave, you have the fourth, and then you have the fifth. And the fifth is the end. Now you are potentially inside of that ABC correction. We have dropped pretty heavily right now the last few days, looking at the 4 hourly, looking at Luna. So if you might get a little bit of a relief rally in the next coming days, if this happens, this is very, very likely going to be a lower high. Very, very likely. And I think we are potentially going to attempt to hit the low part, in between the low part and the top of these waves. This is where usually the C correction ends. All right, if this were to be an ABC correction. So yeah, if we do have that relief rally over here, you are hitting major resistance zones. Very, very likely you're going to create a lower high, and that will potentially give you another opportunity. Okay, and obviously once you're falling and retesting this low again, I mean, you protect your position, right? I know many people that are in trades, are at extreme profits, and they still have their stop loss, you know, wherever they have it, but in a loss, of course. And yeah, price turns around and they get stopped out a lot of the time. So make sure to lock your profits, protect your position. I mean, in trading, the most important thing is protecting your money, right? Protecting your capital. So yeah, if you're in a profit, make sure to make that trade a profitable trade or a break even. I get stopped out at break even a lot of the times. Hit the like button, guys. Alex Letensore, thank you very much for the insane support. Hello crypto legend. See it, how are you doing? Loud and clear, says Mark Dutch. Awesome trade talk. Orich, thank you. Yeah, just some scenarios that I've been taking a look at the last between today with my analysis this morning. Head and shoulders on BTC, says Arsenius. Let's take a look. Head and shoulder on BTC on head and shoulder on BTC. I would love to know what time frame you are looking at. What time frame you're looking at for the head and shoulder? Is it maybe the 15-minute or so? Head and shoulder on BTC. Yeah, I don't see any head and shoulders. That may be on the very large time frame. Whoa, VPR here. Head and shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. You need to help me with the time frame here. I don't see no head and shoulder. You need to help me here with the time frame and some coordinations, right? Say from the 7th till the 9th or something like that, so we can check it out. But I don't see no head and shoulder. Arsenius. His nose must be in a fight with a dog. Yeah, this was the dog actually, Mark Dutch. Yeah, I was teasing him and I got bit on the nose. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. That's a scar there from the dog biting me. You got it. The dog did bite my nose. FTM, please, Andy. Gotta shake off the foot. Cheers, mate. Right, let's take a look at FTM right away. Fantom. It's sitting at major resistance. We had a beautiful channel here that broke support and continued to the downside. This was absolutely beautiful. I mean, with all the FUD that there is right now with Fantom, it's very, very possible that it is going to break support here. And if it does, you know, we could potentially come as low as the $1 area. It's very, very, very possible. Very likely, if you ask me. One of the reasons why is because we are, you know, retesting the $1.30 level for the third time. This is a third retest. We all like cup and handles, right? We all like cup and handles. Well, there's an actual cup and handle, but it's inverted. Let me just invert the chart here for I mean, on the daily, it's not that, it's a little bit of a sharp cup and handle, and we're not going to talk about targets because it might take you -0. But if I just invert the chart here, you know, you got this kind of scenario. This is Fantom inverted. You know, there's nothing to discuss here, that you do have a strong resistance level at the $1.30. You got this consolidation peak. You got a touch right there. Okay, it's a little bit of a sharp cup. Okay, but you do have it. Look what's happened. You have a handle right there. You had a descending channel. Okay, and if you are looking at Fantom on the bullish perspective, you know that if you break this down, this channel here to the downside, if you break the resistance, it is very, very likely going to come back up and retest this resistance. That is a potential target. Okay, right there. So it can get really, really messy. This is an inverted chart. Okay, and you know this, you got a big massive double bottom scenario. You got a big massive double bottom scenario here on Fantom, right? You got this bottom right there. You got this one right over here. And in the second bottom could be like a cup, right? Where you have this, you've had this handle right over here, this descending channel. You are retesting now again for the third time from this cup and handle, right? This could get really, really messy. Obviously, we're not gonna, you know, it's, you know, what would be the target? You know, the technical textbook target. I don't like these targets from Head and Shoulder where you do this. You know, this is the target. You know, there's a lot of resistance and support levels below us. But yeah, this would, you know, technically, this would take you to the -60 cents. So obviously that is not going to happen. But I do see us, you know, breaking this resistance and potentially hitting the $1. Okay, I'm going to invert the chart again. Put it where it was because you might get confused, but yeah, if you do break that support level, and it's very likely to happen potentially in the next coming days, it's the third retest. The support is getting weaker and weaker, massive lower highs. This Fantom is poised to go down to the $1, especially with this FUD that has been going. With Andre Cronje, you know, leaving Fantom and many other crypto projects. So yeah, it could hold. Also, it could definitely hold. It's a strong level. It doesn't mean that you need that you're going to break down. It could hold, but I think there's a high probability that you will break down finally. So that's what I've got for Fantom. How many other crypto YouTubers all actually share trading setups? Yeah, very true. Not many. A lot of them might just say, you know, I'm in a long here, I'm in, and that's it. Or I'm in a short here and that's it. But very, very true. I want to be totally transparent with that. And I want to show you the risk management that there is behind, because, you know, you are going to get, I don't know no trader that never gets stopped out. You're going to get stopped out a lot of times, right? And the key is having small stop losses. You know, your risk management, protect your position once it starts getting in a profit. Obviously not really fast, because you will get stopped out a lot of the times in break even. But yeah, I want to show you another potential setup here for 444. And on Bitcoin, of course, I'm not interested just yet in breaking this pattern. You know, this is very risky trading potential pattern, this diamond. I'm not really interested in potentially trading it. Obviously it could turn out really well, but yeah, I'm looking for other setups here. I wanted to show you a setup on the S&P 500. S&P 500 right over here, it is pretty clear. And I'll go through the comment section, guys. I just want to show you what I see on the chart. It is pretty clear on the S&P 500. Let me just get this channel out of the way. The white one here, it's been for ages. Sometimes you need to just clean the chart. S&P 500, it is clearly in a downtrend. Clearly in a downtrend right now. Okay, this is the 4 hourly. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I don't want to go to the daily because well, the pattern that I see is basically on the 4 hourly. You got this downtrend already, you know, all-time high on the S&P 500, just above 4,800 points there. You are creating lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. It's pretty clear. Lower lows right there. You know, if you connect these lower highs, you know, you create a channel and you are hitting to perfection this support, which is absolutely insane. Just with these two lows, you know, this is sometimes when you can create a channel, guys, when you can create a channel from two touches, sometimes the support and resistance, they just touch to the exact dollar. It's absolutely pretty amazing. You know, if I do get the channel, you know, connecting this all-time high with this lower high right there, and if you do this, hold on a second. Yeah, this is usually short. These channels are usually short, so I need to extend them like that. You sometimes touch to perfection the support level. So with these lower highs right there, you can see there's this touch over there. You know, with these two lower highs right there and this low, you can already create a channel, and you could potentially expect, you know, that you are going to get a bounce. Not that you're going to fall all the way down here, but you could potentially, you know, have a channel created from these two lower highs, and you know, we bounced to perfection from that support. Anyway, that's just something that I wanted to point out. And the setup that I see here, it's a bullish shark. It's a bullish shark. Now, bullish shark, I'm going to do a little bit of a harmonic live stream today. Sorry, guys, I'll go through the comment section. I see a potential bullish opportunity on the S&P 500. That is when we will hit 4,080 points approximately. We do have a pretty nice support. You know, the reason why we do get these bounces on the S&P is because we've got support levels. As you can see, this spike turned into support. We wicked below it. It's had a massive bounce. We're going to retest it again right now. Very, very likely we're going to drop down it. And there is a bullish and a bearish setup. If we do see, you know, we got this green box, that's support. We have a couple of touches right there, managing to hold nicely our support. It is an important level. Another important level, of course, is this one over here, where you have a bounce at support there, a bounce at support here. You had a big, massive kind of fake out here, liquidity grab, come back up. So what I want to show you, this is still an important level though, absolutely, because after coming up here, you did get that bounce as support. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Even though we sliced through it here back up again, we did get a bounce here quickly. Potential setup that I see here is a bullish shark pattern. Now, bullish shark pattern is this one. I want to show you bullish shark pattern that is followed by a 5-0 harmonic, right? You have this here, this low coming to at least the 3.8 Fibonacci retracement from this pump, at least to the 3.8, and back up again here, slightly getting above the 1-to-1, right? So it's hitting 1.13 approximately there, and you know, we could come slightly lower to the 1.13 right here. And I just want to show you also with the picture right here. This is on the 4 hourly on the S&P 500. These harmonic patterns actually work pretty good on in forex and also in traditional stocks. So this is the pattern right there, the shark. You have the potential D, okay, from X, A, B, C to D. All the fib levels align pretty good, and this could take you all the way down to round about the 4,080 points approximately. Let me just get the harmonic back out again here. And this is usually followed by a 5-0 pattern, guys. You need to Google this, all right? And you need to practice, try and detect them on the charts. And this one is followed by a 5-0 pattern. If I've got it over here. Yeah, this one right over here. Whoops, let me just... You know, this is what we could see for the S&P. I'm just looking at this scenario, and we need confluence. We do know that 4,080 points. If I zoom back out here, I do know it's a major level where we do get a bounce. This could be 4,080, 4,050. It is a little bit of a volatile range. As soon as you get that reaction and see that you are stopping at this level, then potentially, you know, it is a potential trade right there. So usually the 5-0 harmonic is followed by a shark pattern. The 5-0 pattern is a harmonic pattern. What happens with this one is that the D, okay, retraces. Once we reach C, it's a bullish pattern. You could potentially get a big massive bounce as soon as we lose these lows. As soon as you lose the lows and it looks like it's going to be a massive breakout, you could potentially have a big bounce there. And I would be very, very cautious long in S&P. I would much prefer shorting the retracements. Reason why is because we are in an aggressive downtrend, as you can see. But, you know, if you do see that bounce on the C to the D, it needs to be 50% Fibonacci. Okay, approximately it can be 0.45 or 0.55. Okay, it's a round number there. 0.50 Fibonacci retracement from B to C, and from B to C, this one's it starts with 0, this one, but this one starts with X. So from C to B, from C to D, sorry, from C to D right there. The 5-0 pattern, I mean, I hope you guys can understand this. Just a quick, you know, from C to the potential D, all right, we could still drop a little bit lower, all depending on where it ends and where you start retracing. You know, the 50% is at the 4,250 points, which would be this green line over there. So if you do see that kind of price action on the S&P 500, it probably won't be this week. This is 4 hourly candles. We could do it before Friday potentially, but if it does retrace to this level, that is a great shorting opportunity. As you can see on the 5-0 pattern, when you reach D, when you reach the 50%, it's a potential good shorting opportunity. And where does that 50% hit? It hits a big support level right there. It's a big support level. So the more things you add, the better. You know, if this does manage to play out, I would be a little bit cautious to long this. If we do see the bounce, I would prefer missing this trade, because we are in a very aggressive downtrend and we know the situation worldwide. We could have a major big collapse on the stock market. So it would be very risky long in here. It would be very it would be much better shorting, you know, the 5-0 pattern once it has that 50% retracement to this insane resistance. So yeah, just a quick setup here that I am looking for on the S&P 500, guys. Not financial advice. Do your own research, check out the charts, practice a lot. Don't do what I do. I'm only a YouTuber, right, at the end of the day. Right, so yeah, let's take a look at the comment section. If you are an experienced trader though, on Prime XBT, you do get the best bonus available. You get 7% added to your deposit. If you deposit $10,000, you're getting $700 on top of your deposit to trade with. You can trade S&P 500 here. You can trade gold, Forex, you know, German stock market, S&P, Dow Jones. There's all sorts, natural gas. There's all sorts here, okay? And using Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT as collateral. It's my favorite day trading platform anyway. If you are interested, it's another way to support the channel, of course. Right, let's take a look at the comment section. let's take a look at the comment section here straight away. Tom says BTC forming a bearish rising wedge on the 15-minute chart. Let's take a look at this right away, guys. Sorry if I don't see the comment section. Pump wave, pump wave. Waves is pumping. Right, let's take a look at this this wedge here on the 15-minute, forming a bearish rising wedge. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Yeah, potentially I can see something there. I can see something here. On the 15-minute, you could arguably discuss that, yes, this is a rising wedge. Yeah, spot on that. I mean, this does look like it's maybe going to break support. It's maybe going to break this support from these higher lows right there. And we are going to see a pretty aggressive correction on Bitcoin. Yeah, very possible. Very possible. The target of these wedges are supposedly down, all the way down from this, from the start of the wedge on the 15-minute. I would be a little bit cautious. This needs to break out very soon. It needs to break out very soon. We are basically running into major resistance and support at the same time. This is going to break out in the next 30 minutes. It's going to decide where it's going to go. Let me go through the comment section. Waves is pumping. Is Waves pumping like crazy or what? Yeah, it's only I mean, I would. This is the thing. It's pumping. It's having a little bit of a correction here. It's not. It's dumping right now. Guys, this goes through waves, of course. This is not going to drop like this. This is going to go through waves. I'm actually, it could have a little bit of more pump. It could actually get above this resistance. Okay, absolutely. This is still possible. But yeah, overall, I think this one's it's gonna at least hit the $20 in between today and tomorrow, in my personal opinion. So yeah, it went to my entry point. I was planning to potentially add to my position here because it's a small position. If it does pump, I would be happy to add to my position. Anyway, let's take a look at the ascending wedge here. Looks okay, looks pretty good. Got too many lines here with a diamond. I've got a diamond, a descending broadening wedge, diamond, this. I mean, maybe in the next few minutes we are going to see a price direction here. It is true. One of the reasons why also this is looking, I'm looking at the 15-minute chart right now. On the 15-minute chart on Bitcoin, and from the 5th of March till today, this is only 3 days of price action. The biggest point of control is at $39,000. This is currently where we are getting that resistance. We dropped yesterday all the way down to 37.2, 37.1. Massive big bounce. Yeah, we're getting rejected also here because of the massive point of control. This could roll back down. Yeah, let's take a look. Great technical analysis, Andy TS Pedro. Yeah, I mean, it's technical analysis, looking at probabilities. One more pump coming for waves, looking for that double top. BTC next move 42k, very possible. Also, yeah, waves, this is very possible, you know, very, very possible. I think it's gonna potentially start getting exhausted at this range next. This is only my opinion, guys, okay? My opinion. My trades, I'm just showing you some setups here that I have. Very, very likely that waves is going to start potentially creating a lower high or a double top, you know, with a little bit of volatility. But this is ready. This is ready. If you check out waves, what it's done the last week, you know, look at this. And all crypto is basically bearish, right? Waves has been the best performer the last week. You can check on CoinGecko. If we go here on CoinGecko, last 7 days, best performer, waves, up 42%. Last 24 hours, it's the second best performer. Zcash is the first. Last hour, number 2. Yeah, you know the deal. This is, in my opinion, this is ready to correct right now. And you know, I am seeing some pretty good signs. If I go to the daily, I mean, just by looking at this 618 and yeah, a lot of resistance here. I really like this crab pattern on waves. I don't know, guys, it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk, in my opinion. I mean, if you look at the, it really looks like a beast, all right? This looks, you know, this is an absolute beast. This kind of price action to the upside, it's pretty scary. So anyway, let's go through the comment section. Let's try and find some altcoins here. We are testing the 4 hourly 21 EMA as well, getting rejected, says Jerome. We are testing 4 hourly 21 EMA as well, getting rejected. Are you talking about Bitcoin or from now? Biden is talking in 15 minutes from now. Podemos chequear HWI, por favor. Por supuesto que sí, amigo. Let's take a look at HWI here from HWI. Yeah, I can't find this one. Can't find this one. HWI. Hawaii coin. Hawaii coin. Hawaii coin. This has no... Yeah, this is a little bit... this is maybe a kind of a meme coin, right? Or something. Yeah, we do not have... Yeah, this is a little bit sketchy on this. Hawaii coin. We have got no data. Yeah, stay cautious. Cuidado con este. Cuidado con este. Hawaii coin. Be cautious. Gold and DXY have 2 major resistance. They will not pass through them. Therefore, BTC will grow back, says Laura. Let's take a look at DXY because DXY has been going absolutely nuts. DXY has been going crazy for the last few weeks. Insane. I got something here on the DXY. DXY is hitting 100. I mean, 100 is absolutely amazing for the DXY. This means it does have a lot of power against other currencies. DXY looking like, you know, a beast. But it is true that the DXY, this is on the weekly, it's in an aggressive downtrend, okay, since, you know, since always. Basically, you do have your pumps, but look at this downtrend. We are at the resistance right now. This is true. We just a few points away from the big resistance of this downtrend. I don't think we're going to successfully break above it. I mean, it all depends on the rest of the currencies worldwide. But this looks like it is ready for a turnover, right? You know, look at this. You know, there is a moment that the price gets exhausted. The DXY does get exhausted. It turned around here. You know, the same thing is going to happen very, very likely in the next couple of years. This is on the weekly chart. So at some point there will be a turnover and the DXY will lose, the dollar will lose value, of course. But till now, yeah, you know, during the times that we're at, maybe DXY the next few months is still going to gain a little bit of more value. Big resistance on the DXY. BTC breakdown. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin falling. Yeah, I mean S&P. Yeah, Bitcoin is falling right now. Yeah, this is the thing. You know, we were at the very end of the major. You know, we had the higher lows right there. I think there's pretty high volume on this breakout. Yeah, if we do start retracing from here, this could be a potential scalp opportunity. Yeah, we broke the support from these higher lows. It's very likely going to continue down. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, we were getting that heavy resistance for looking at the VPVR. Resistance from these lower highs right there. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at the 5-minute chart. Let's see if we do have a quick retracement. I'm going to probably hop into a short position here. Not a breakout yet, just a liquidity grab. Still higher lows. Yeah, this is true. It's still higher lows. Still higher lows. S&P 500 is looking pretty bearish. S&P 500 is looking pretty bearish. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. Let's take a look at the S&P. Yeah, S&P 500 dropping. I think we could lose the 4,145 points. Go a slightly lower, and this is potentially where I'm going to look for that potential long opportunity. As soon as the S&P 500 makes a consolidation here below this low, I will potentially be looking for a long. Even better, if we pump here by tomorrow and after tomorrow, I'll be looking for a short. So yeah, let's take a look. Scalping long on AVAX. Let's take a look. SHAF. Let's take a look at AVAX right away. Why not? What's going on with AVAX? This is what I got for AVAX. We are at the very, very end of this kind of apex. We are creating, you know, pretty aggressive lower highs right there. Did a kind of few fake outs from these lower highs. We've got higher lows. This needs to look for a direction. It is true here on AVAX. The reason why we're getting pretty good support is because of the VPVR. You know, look at the point of control here. Absolutely no volume on top here. And we do have so much volume here. This is at this range, at the $70-$65 area, where we have these spikes over here. These spikes, big volume here. So this is the reason why we're holding this range, right? Let me go through the comment section. AVAX looks good for a long position. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the amount of support that there is below us on AVAX is absolutely insane. We've got huge support, guys. I want to ask you guys, are you bullish for the week or bearish? Are you bearish for this week? Are you bearish for this week, guys? Let me know in the comment section, in the poll, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Are you bullish, bearish? I would like to know. I would be a little bit cautious on this. Let's take a look at the 15-minute here on Bitcoin. Head and shoulder on AVAX, 4-hourly, Andy, during March. Let's take a look at the 4-hourly here for AVAX. Let's go straight away. Head and shoulder during March on the 4-hourly. Head and shoulder during March. Okay, so March starts, yeah, during the late February and March. there's a little bit of too much volatility though. If you are looking at this as a potential head and shoulder right there, yeah, you don't have a proper neckline here, just a lot of volatility. Yeah, it's not a very reliable head and shoulder. And I mean, head and shoulders, I like to see them at the top of a trend, right? You can see one here playing out to perfection. This is a head and shoulder right there. You got the neckline here. You got, you know, left shoulder, the head, right shoulder. I mean, this played out to perfection, as you can see. Yeah, I want to see it at the top most of the times, not at a bottom bit. Yeah, it's not, they're not too reliable when they're down there. Right. Pedro says bearish today and tomorrow and rest of the week bullish. Okay. Right. I believe AVAX more like a non-failure swing. If it breaks support, do you mean, Tom? I believe AVAX is more like a non-failure swing. Okay, I guess if it breaks support. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Hi, Andy. Can you check, please, Loka, League of Kingdoms? Let's take a look. Loka. I'm bullish, says Mark Dutch. Are you bearish for the rest of the week? We got 87 votes at the moment. Not many people voting. We have 350 people watching the stream right now. 57% of the people now, almost 100 votes, are bearish. 43 bullish. Still pretty equal. So love to see your live, Andy, with the SPX closing below the 50 EMA and 200 EMA next, says the master. Thank you very much for joining. Let's go through here. Let's take a look at Loka. I don't know. Loka is League of Kingdoms. Loka, League of Kingdoms. I hope we do have some charts here on Loka. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have much data here on League of Kingdoms. There's not much to analyze right now on this. Not enough price data to analyze this chart, unfortunately. Yeah. We haven't got much. Let's take a look at DOT straight away. Let's take a look at DOT here for Osa, one of my members. Let's see what's going on with Polkadot. Right. Let's get VPVR. Let's zoom in the chart here a little bit. Let's go to the daily. Not looking good. I'm basically on the way to retest the summer lows, right? It does look like it anyway. Are we going to manage? Are we going to manage? Let me just look at something here, because just like Bitcoin, you are potentially forming this ascending channel right there and kind of breaking support. This could be a potential fake out. Anyway, let's take a look at DOT here, see what's going on. Let me just extend this box. This is on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hourly. Reason why I had this box here, that green box, is because it was pretty strong support and resistance. You got pretty heavy resistance here. Once it dropped down, we managed to go back up again. Major level here that's dropped. Let me just take a look here. DOT can be at the verge of a potential reversal. If we go to the daily on DOT, I think there is some bullish divergence, just like Solana. We are creating lower lows right there, higher lows on the RSI. This could end up in a bullish scenario. Where could we go to? I think we have a chance to hit the $22 on Polkadot. A reason why, I mean, this has been extremely bearish already. You are creating slightly high, slightly lower lows, and this is a swing failed pattern almost, because you can see, let me just find out about this low. Yeah, this one, yeah, this is a swing failed pattern. Let me just get this this low over here from this wick, which is at the 15.88, 1588. And let me just get that a little bit thin here, just looking at Polkadot. Yeah, this does have a very high chance in reversing from this point. You got the low here at 15.88. This is looking at the daily chart, and the close of this candle, the open, sorry, well, the close is well above it, and the start of this candle was at 15.96. So yeah, this is very much looking pretty strong with the bullish divergence on the daily. This could end up in a pretty nice swing. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a long position on this, because you are at the very extreme lows. You have a big massive wick here closing above this low. This potentially will be looking pretty strong for it to bounce. I see this one, I see Polkadot hitting the $20 potentially in the next coming days, instead of dropping below $14, right? I think there's a higher chance of on Polkadot having a bounce from this level than actually breaking down and retesting this low at $14. Yeah, I hope it retests £10.50, then goes bullish, right? I guess it's to scoop up some more, right? Guys, this is going to be it for, let's take a look at the last cryptocurrency. Mandox, please. What is Mandox? What is Mandox? Mandox, I have no idea what this is, but let's see if we do have some chart. Yeah, we do not have any chart data here, unfortunately. This is against Ethereum, wrapped Ethereum. Mandox wrapped Ethereum. It's doing pretty good against Ethereum. Let's take a look at the chart here on CoinGecko. It looks pretty bullish against Ethereum. It's been going up. I think this must be a gaming project or something. Anyway, community and mission driven. NFTs, energetic, passionate. All right, I'll have a take a look at that later, probably. Guys, what is going on? Are we successfully breaking down this support? This could be a big fat fake out, guys. Stay super cautious with the markets, okay, with fake outs. 15-minute chart for wedges are a little bit unreliable for me. At least they need to be on the 1 hourly. Extreme volatility. It's not a pattern that I would trade on low time frames. The wedges. Stay cautious, guys. Make sure to stay safe. And if you are interested, just want to say thank you very much. Love your work, says Conium. Thank you very much for joining in and giving me the support. I'm just giving educational content and trying to look for potential opportunities. If you want to support the channel, you got the links down below on these exchanges. Only for experienced traders, guys. Be super cautious. Trading is extremely risky. You got Prime XBT and you got Bybit, okay? You got insane bonuses down below. You got the best bonus that there is available out there on Bybit and on Prime XBT. And you can check out Bitcoinsensus website, because here we post the latest news and articles regarding, you know, cryptocurrency. And also we do have some technical analysis ideas that can be bullish, bearish. So totally free information on the website here for the community. Check it out, guys. And I will see you in the next one.